Oh, those smug guys in Spain. You're all right. You've just got back from your holiday.
Whenever he's on the road, he turns... Well, he's always smug, isn't he, Thomas? But he's like this sort of smug, because he has to listen to us, hang around and listen to us, and he doesn't like we're talking about fullbacks and stuff, because he doesn't understand, does he?
No, no clue.
It's clueless to him. He likes bullet points. The only thing he understands, bullet points. Doesn't like new... And he's just... I don't know, he's even smugger, if that's a word.
His first lie was that he was listening. Right.
Yeah, I had to listen.
Right off the bat.
I had to listen to you talking about fullbacks. Oh, sorry.
He was listening, it'll be the first time.
He'll be back soon, don't worry. Okay.
He wants to dress up. You take him shopping, will you? I mean, the T-shirt's all right. I mean, but he can't pull it off. He can't.
Okay, does Barca really need a number 9? PSG has done it twice without one.
Done what twice? The Champions League.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, they've got one. Gonzalo Ramos, or they had one. He's gone to Milan, I believe. They had one. He didn't play all the time, but they had. I don't actually think they have one. Am I right in saying that? Barca.
No.
So they also, PSG did have one.
Right.
He was used sparingly.
Didn't use him.
No, because Dembele's form was, as it was, Ballon d'Or winner. They don't actually. I don't believe they don't actually have one. So if it gets to that point where something else is not working, they don't have a go-to.
Anthony Gordon.
By the way, his Scouse accent is softened a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's trying to be dead sensible, though.
But it's a bit of Newcastle, isn't it?
Once the being in a new place wears off, then we'll get the real Anthony Gordon the way he speaks. He was trying so hard today.
But Anthony Gordon was saying, in the interview today, I'll play there. I've told them they know it. If they need me, I'll play
he wasn't
there.
quite talking Steve McLaren when he came back from Holland.
No, he wasn't. In fact, even Marcus Rashford went a bit slow, and you could hear him, speaking slowly. But I think he did all right today.
No, he did.
Yeah.
He speaks Spanish as well, does he not?
Yeah, well, he spoke Spanish in his presentation, didn't he? But brilliant. He said in a month he's going to be doing some of his interviews in Spanish.
Oh, well, that's not good to us, is it? But the Portes boys will be all right. Not good to us.
While Madrid made hard work of Espanyol yesterday, Barca continue to be very dynamic and in control in their games. What can Mourinho do differently to Ancelotti, Alonso and Arbeloa to stop the seemingly well-oiled machine from winning a third league title in a row?
Do you know what? I thought the first 10 or 15 minutes, I thought, that's a little different. They're closing down, they're working hard, they're winning the ball back higher and earlier, and I thought, this is a little different, because previously, and Macker mentioned this,
didn't last long, did it?
They were too easy to play against the last couple of years, because they basically, Real Madrid they basically let teams play. In the first 15 minutes, you had Bellingham and Mbappe, and by the way, Bellingham looks as if he's continuing from the World Cup, he's just got his chest puffed out. But they were running and winning it back, and I thought, this is... And then I think they thought, this is hard work. Let's just go back to what we were doing before, which is setting off. And they went back into their shell of what they were before. And it was an uninspiring performance. Espi, who signed from Levante, gets the winner. But it never looked like coming, to be honest. So there's a lot of work to be done there, and again, the middle of the park is... Gula played some nice passes, but I don't know if he's going to be the answer.
I don't think Valverde's the answer in the middle either.
He's just a worker, isn't he?
In that position.
I can see Alexander-Arnold getting some game time in there. I don't see him getting much at fullback, which is a problem for him. But I think Alexander-Arnold's actually a better passer with the ball than Gula.
You know what? Right now,
certainly long.
Right now, in a transfer window, I would take Alexander-Arnold back in a heartbeat.
To Liverpool?
To Liverpool.
Oh.
In a heartbeat. Not because defensively is any better, but he can keep the ball. You don't lose the ball. Whereas today, what we saw from Liverpool's two fullbacks, they cannot keep the ball to save their life. Whether they're passing it or crossing it, they never seem to find a red jersey. And for all the problems he has from a defensive point of view, I would take him back in a heartbeat.
It's good to see Vinny Jr.'s changed, isn't it? He's a 6-year deal. diving around in the second half.
Mourinho was asked about it. And Mourinho, now obviously on the same side as Vinny, was saying that, you know, it's not fair, should have been a red card, and then he gets it too much, he gets kicked and kicked and kicked, and he didn't like what he saw, basically, saying it was bullying.
Talking about.
Well, we'll be back on for Real Madrid on Wednesday. Real Madrid
Is
against
Real Madrid Wednesday?
Sociedad. Yeah.
Real against Sociedad?
Yes. So we'll get to see
At home.
at home.
So let's see if there's any, because they were pretty. I mean, they were pretty bad at home last year. They got jeered a lot, didn't they? Whistled a lot. Got outplayed a lot by teams that were, you know, literally in the bottom six. Let's see. And we've talked about this for a while. There's going to be some sparks, isn't there, with Mourinho? We know that's coming. So, but it'll be interesting to see, starting in the home game, whether there's a change in emphasis about how they play.
Yeah. Craig, did Villa just have the worst first half in Premier League history? Conceded 4 goals, scored none, and got a red card. Sure, they didn't start off well last year either, but with no Rodgers, Tielemans, Digne, Watkins and Martinez, are they destined for a huge drop-off?
It's a hard one to answer because they've got such a good coach. I didn't see the Villa game because I was watching the City game, which was on at the same time, but I saw the scoreline and we've seen what happened. They were all over the place. What I would say is generally a manager that figures things out pretty quickly, and I think he's proven that at Villa. Whether they're going to be strong enough to have as good a season as they did last year, I don't know, Stevie, are they? I doubt it.
You just can't keep pulling diamonds out of the hat. You can't do it. And when you go and sell, you basically sell the spine of your team. You sell Konsa, you sell Tielemans, and you sell Rodgers. Tielemans probably not so much, but Konsa and Rodgers were huge part of the success that Villa had. And
they're talking about Martinez going as well.
And just because you get a lot of money doesn't mean that you can just go and get somebody else to do the same job. It doesn't work that way. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's going to take time to work out. The problem is how long. In terms of then getting back into Europe or even getting close to the top 4 again, it'll depend how long it takes Unai Emery. Because I'm with you. He'll figure it out, but it depends how far behind they are.
I'm maybe a little surprised in a sense. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with this. I'm maybe a little surprised that he didn't do something similar to Eddie Howe. I don't think Eddie Howe wasn't sacked, was he?
No.
He just went, oh, do you know what?
You can see what's going on.
I kind of wondered if Unai Emery was at that position where he's built Villa back into what they are. They've been a bit of a force in Europe. They've been back in the Champions League. They won the Europa League last year. And then you sell all your best players, as Stevie said. Whether he thought, do you know what, now's the time to go for a new challenge because it's just going to be more difficult year in, year out. But for whatever reason, he's decided to stay.
Stick around. For all, would you change your Premier League predictions of Spurs after the opening weekend?
I haven't done one. I'm out this year.
Well, why was it you didn't do your predictions again?
Because Mike Rodriguez, one of the producers, asked me to do it when I was on my way back from holiday and I hadn't seen anything. Not a single, nothing. Nothing switched off. So I just said no. So I haven't done one. I'm all right with that because I can laugh at everybody else's.
Where did you have them, Stevie? Can you remember?
I can't remember.
But I
think
tell you
we
what,
had them at 6.
I might have put Spurs
In the top 6?
Yes. I probably would have done.
Would you change it after seeing the first game, or is that too knee-jerk?
No. Probably. Yeah,
That's a tough one because it's not like we can turn around and say that everybody else who we think is up there fighting for it has been particularly great. It just so happens that they were particularly bad. So it probably is a bit early to change it. But I tell you what, if you're a Spurs fan, you've got to be worried what you saw.
If you'd have watched that game and you didn't know, you'd have still thought Igor Tudor was in charge, wouldn't you? Remember, it was all unravelling last year, and it was it was horrible, horrendous.
That's how bad they were, yeah.
And De Zerbi came in, and we all know he's good. He was good at Brighton. He was good when he's managing in Ukraine. He was good in Marseille for a period. They were up alongside PSG for a chunk of the season. But you'd have looked at that team and went, it looks like Tudor's still in charge. It was that, honestly. In all fairness, though, and we never did this in the show. Keith Andrews at Brentford. You know, they signed Sangari, who played in the World Cup. They've still got Igor up front. They're a really good little side, aren't they?
They're a big, strong, physical team. They can play some good football. That first goal was fantastic. If that had been City or Liverpool you'd have seen that goal about 1,000 times by now. I'll tell you what, they can play as well.
We're so busy hammering Tottenham, we never really got to.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Keith Andrews' team, which you know, to go better than what they were last year and go again is never easy, but they look as if they could.
Stevie, what do you tell your team in the locker room after such a letdown in a performance like Manchester United and Spurs?
It's really a situational thing, you know. You know, we're sitting here, you've just asked us, is it too early to change the thing after one game? I kind of think, unless there's been a pattern that you think has developed over the course of the pre-season where you've kind of smelt this, then there comes a time when you have to put the hammer down. But if your pre-season's been good and you're going into the game with confidence, I think it's a little early to start putting people up against the wall. I think you use it as a wake-up call and, you know, quietly make sure that the people that you think let you down the most, just give them a wake-up by a little word in their ear and tell them that you're not as safe here as you think you might be. And not just you, but what we did today is not acceptable here. So I think it's a little early to get the hammer out, but very close.
What would worry me, and I can't believe for a minute Carrick hasn't said to his players, listen, I don't want anybody thinking this is Hull City, this is easy. This is Hull City, who everybody thinks are going to probably get relegated. It's their cup final, their first day back in the Premier League for I don't know how many years. They were almost in the third tier of English football just over a year ago. They just scraped up in the bottom of the Championship. They came up last year. They are going to throw the kitchen sink at this. They're at home and this is their big day. Don't let it be. You have to match them on everything because they're going to run and fight and scrap. You have to imagine that's a conversation that he's had in the dressing room.
Yeah.
And yet they come out, the United players that is, and we're still outrun and outfought with the Hull City team that probably will get relegated. So, yeah, it's early though, but
yeah,
I worry.
Jan Agerfjordtoft was annoying Michael Carrick after the game as well, saying there was no passion in the first half.
Yeah, he took a bit of a hump to Jan. It's great to see. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, not having a hump with Jan.
Not having a hump, but Jan just getting in there with the questions.
Too many soft, you know, particularly in the UK, right? The UK broadcasters, they not generally a reporter's questions, not all the time, but most of the time is like just rolling it out the red carpet for a soft answer. So, you know,
he did take the hump though. I mean, he really took the hump. Aye. You know, I mean, you have to be, and this is you always, when the things are going bad, you always find everybody out. And Carrick has not had a bad thing happen to him yet since he went to Man United.
And then he saw Jan.
And then he meets Jan, who gives him a tough question because Jan's not going to give people dollies, like Craig said a lot of them do.
Yeah.
And he didn't react well to it.
No.
You know, he sort of just bit straight back. Instead of being a little calmer and say, look, this is not what we wanted, but he didn't do that.
He told Jan it was ridiculous to say there was no passion in the first half, and he said to Jan, you were a player yourself, come on.
Yeah.
After just being out, you know, outfought and
I mean, he could have said a lot of things. He could have. And I know they would start quickly, but they really did surprise us, or you know, just something like that.
Well, he could have even.
Instead, he just threw more fuel.
He didn't like the word passion, and he could have just. You're right. He threw more fuel on it because Jan came back at him. But he could have said. I mean, he could easily have said, "Look, I wouldn't say." He could easily have said something like, "Look, I wouldn't say it was a lack of passion, but there was a lot I wasn't happy with."
Right.
And that's it. And you stop.
A lot in that first half, and whatever it was, there's a lot. I wouldn't say passion. You know what I mean?
That's what you say. And then button it.
So anyway, we're all perfect, aren't we?
That is button it.
No, he didn't.
Oh, look. Hey, she's a bit soft in this one. Middlesbrough. Michael Carrick.
Michael Carrick. I've just twigged.
Oh, Michael's nice, isn't he?
Poor Michael.
And he's from my neck of the woods as well.
Well, that's good to know, though, because there's nothing better than seeing somebody that can be irked. Because you keep going back for more.
Poking the bear.
So one thing we did see this weekend is Erling Haaland has had his locks chopped. And it reminded us of Stevie, and we want to know who did it better.
Well, actually... But
he's got more than I have.
Yeah, but actually what happened was Erling Haaland went in and asked for that. What you have to understand, that he went in for his normal haircut and came out like that.
Yes.
Because he couldn't tell he forgot what number was the higher and lower, a number 2 or a number 5.
I love that they, instead of just having the hairdressers like, OK, I think he's got this wrong, I'll decide this for him, just following exactly what you said was the best bit. But yeah. Not too far off, actually, Stevie.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Haaland,
punched him in the
Haaland
mouth.
rings Pep Guardiola, he rings Jack Grealish, he rings Zlatan.
Do you know what gets me with that?
To show them his new hair, and it's
Do you know what
brilliant.
gets me with the picture on the right of Haaland? The picture with Stevie with the short hair. You know what gets me in that picture? It's not the hair. It's in what we call in Scotland the glaikit look on his face.
Aye, he does look like a bit stupid.
He looks as if he doesn't understand the English language. But
I want a fan of ponytails, but I think I'd rather he stuck with the ponytail than that.
Yeah, well, he can grow it back.
He looks like a wee boy that's been dragged into the hairdresser and they've just said, get it all off.
Yeah, he done it at home by the looks of it, but he has FaceTimed some big names in the game and got their reaction, and
hold on,
Zlatan's is funny.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's a haircut.
Yeah, it's a haircut. But
yeah,
he
was brilliant during the World Cup with all his, apparently, I don't see it, with all his interaction in the social media. I think he's the type of guy, and Fjordhoff will know more than us about it. He doesn't take himself too seriously.
No, exactly. No.
You know, he does his job, scores lots of goals, blah, 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 but he doesn't take himself too seriously. So there's too many like that these days that do.
Yeah, we'll see if we can convince Jan to shave off his lovely Norwegian lock.
I tell you what, I'd love to see Michael Carrick shave Jan's off. With passion.
So would I. All right, thank you so much for sending in your questions. Make sure to join us tomorrow on ESPN FC. We'll be looking back on Fulham against Chelsea.